Paraguay, Miguel Almirón got himself sent off for the new rule covering his mouth. What does that mean for this match, and how do you feel about that rule?
The rule itself, yeah, listen, I think it's clear. Like we were all told before, it's going to be controversial in some ways because we don't know the nature of what it was. But when you look at what's happened in the past, especially around what happened, the incident with Vinicius Jr., and I think it takes everything out of the equation. If you're saying something to someone that you don't want to be seen, then I think it's safe to say that if you can't be seen saying it, then it shouldn't be said. So listen, for me, it's a clear line on the rule, and we were all told about it, so it is what it is.
Obviously, a lot of World Cup rookies in the squad. They've gone from absolute high to having a bit of a low. As a more senior player, how have you helped guide them on this roller coaster journey that is a World Cup?
Yeah, listen, it's part of we've kind of, as I say, we've been through it before, a lot of us, particularly 4 years ago, losing the first game ourselves and having to find a way to react and bounce back from that. I think it's interesting this time around, even with a little bit more time in between. It's funny, the emotions seem to settle a little bit quicker when you've got a bit more of a space between games, rather than having to really find a way to react. In Qatar, I think we had 2 or 3 days between the games, rather than this kind of 5, 6. So it really gives the time for the guys to come down, have the emotions settle. You can really have time to analyse the game, really reflect on your own performance, what we can do better, and come into it with a clear head. So I think that's a real benefit of this. And as individual players, for myself and Maddie and Lex, as is Miloš, the guys that have been through this before, just try and make sure that they, feel the disappointment. That's important to understand that that's part of the game as well. And also keep it balanced and be able to focus on the positives from the game, because there were plenty.
Jackson, you may have 1, 2, 3 more World Cups in you. I don't want to put a limit on you, but you're clearly one of the older players. You've been here before. Have you afforded yourself some time during this tournament to reflect on being at a World Cup, and what have you taken away from this experience?
Yeah, I'm constantly kind of doing that. I think, I spoke to some of the guys earlier a couple of weeks ago about being here for the third time and how it kind of is different every time, but also the same. It's the same range of emotions, but also, you see it through a different lens because of where you are in your career and in your life. And but ultimately, I'm a football fan and a football romantic, I guess. And being here and being at the World Cup and seeing all the different stories that come together during this time, it's the most amazing thing to be a part of. And for myself, I'm obviously extremely proud to be here, but also as motivated as ever to contribute and to be a part of a group that creates another set of memories that will last, and more images that I want to see on the walls in this building, that can be part of future generations' stories when they sit here and think about their own World Cup, if they were watching these games, and create those moments. That's what it's all about.